That's weird. That's weird. Kind of weirding me out.
You are a sad, strange little man.
Crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Isn't that weird?
That's weird, man.
It's strange.
What's up, campers? Welcome back to episode I don't even know anymore.
2.
4?
We're at 2.
2.
We're doing it 2.
No,
we're starting.
We're not at 2.
We're
not at 2.
Yes, it is. This is the second of the matches. This is 2.
I didn't label it as 2 last week. It was like episode 3.
To edit it, you idiot.
Well, I think it's episode 4.
If anything, this would be 5.
5.
But it's 2.
Of Camp Strange. It's round 2, episode 5 of Monsters of the Camp Mash. And we're back for round 2, 9 through.
Well, hold on. No, this is
What?
round 1 dash B.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
Round 1 dash B.
Semantics. Yeah, we're going through 9 through 16. You know what? Let me just. I'm Alex Tobin. I'm your camp counselor.
And I am
David Stokes. You're David
Lamont
Stokes.
Dietrich.
You're David Stokes. You refuse to say his name. He's David Stokes. Don't talk shit to me on the podcast. I will out you as your real
That's not
fucking
my
name.
That's not my name. My name is Lamont Dietrich.
And we're back to the spooky, wacky, weird, strange, and episode 5. And before we get into it, I just want to tell you who our matchups are today as we go into round 1B, as David says.
Round 1 dash B, because
I don't like that.
It's still the first round. It's just the
You're
second
right,
episode.
Yeah. Well, I don't think the rounds are tiers. No, that's not how this works. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm done with this.
Because when you're in a tournament and you get knocked out in your first game, that's a first round exit. We're still in the first round.
Fine. Round 1B. Bullshit. B for bullshit. But yeah, so I will read you our nice little matchups today. As first we have Johnny Habsburg, the lizard person, of royalty fame, versus Monster of Glams. And just so you know, Johnny Habsburg is a made up. Well, he's a Royal English lizard person that we could not legally name because of legal reasons and imminent death reasons.
Yes.
So we created Johnny Habsburg of the Habsburg inbred Chin English family. So that is who is fighting the Monster of Glams.
It only takes one big royal death.
To really shake you to
was
your
it
core.
the day of or the day after we made
It
only takes one major one to call it a curse. So we can't be talking about killing any living royalty because they'll probably die when the episode comes out.
And I'm nervous about Bob Barker. I just want him to stay around as long as he can.
I cannot believe he is still alive. That can't be real.
And our next round is Bob Barker versus Invisible Dogs.
Bob Barker versus Tom Hanks. And
Oh man, that'd be hard.
Damn, Bobby's almost hit 100. 98. Good for him.
Good for him. So our next round is, our next fight is the Invisible Dogs versus the Norse Trolls. 3 is Gumberoo versus Yara. 4 is the Hammer of 13 Ghost fame versus the Kasha. 5, Skinwalkers versus the Sandown Clown. 6, the Fouke Monster versus Hans Trapp. 6, did I say it twice? I don't know. Mothman versus Ashinagatenaga. And last, the Jackal of 13 Ghost fame versus the Melon Heads. And
I gotta say, one of the brackets filled out by a family member of mine has the Jackal winning it all, which I thought was a bold move.
Wow.
And
we never talked about who I put for winning it all, but okay, wait, continue with this. Sorry.
I don't think he put much thought into it.
I mean,
but it's possible.
I have the Jackal going 3 rounds. Okay, I have the Jackal versus the Hammer in the 3rd round of this.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't filled out the whole bracket. I've just been doing the section before we recorded. So I don't know who I have winning yet. If you want, I can read off my predictions for this round just to prove the legitimacy.
You know what? We didn't do that last time. We should probably just read off who we think are gonna win.
So
this
no
time.
lying.
Okay, yeah, no lying. So mine are. Do you already have yours ready?
Yeah, I have Lizard
Okay, go.
Person, Invisible Dogs, Gumberoo, the Hammer, Skinwalker, Fouke Monster, Mothman, and the Jackal. Nothing too surprising there, to be completely honest. I'm kind of ashamed of myself.
Well, I kind of have a very similar lineup as I have Johnny H, Lizard Person, Visible Dogs, Gumberoo, the Hammer, Skinwalker, and then I have Hans Trapp winning, and then I have Ashinaga and Tenaga winning, and then I have the Jackal winning. So
Mothman getting dirty, huh?
I just have faith in my
Shame.
my Japanese demons,
So I just want to do one quick little point out was when I was doing. So when I do this, I make different windows on whatever web browser, and I have the Wikipedia / cryptid wiki, whatever, of each one, just so I have like the quick notes right there. And just because I didn't want to have nothing there, I typed in Invisible Dogs just to have like a headline there. And if you type in Invisible Dogs, the first thing that pops up on Google is a prank video where they got like 300 people in New York to walk around with invisible dog leashes.
Oh yeah, see, they sell those at like state fairs
Yeah.
and shit like that.
But the thumbnail is a very confused looking Boston Terrier looking at one of the floating leashes, and I was like, "Hey, that looks like my dog."
It's a cum leash.
It's a cum leash. What?
That's why it's so stiff.
Ooh. Yeah, there's no wire. It's just dipped in gum.
It's just like that old sock you found underneath your son's bed. Ooh. What is this? Why is this sock so crunchy?
The one that has the ruffle crunch.
I'd be looking like that Boston Terrier at my son's sock, being like, "Row, run."
God damn it! All right,
Pretty
should we
good.
get into this soon?
Yeah.
All right, so first round, who do we got?
We got Johnny Habsburg, the lizard person, versus the monster of Glamis. And I want to be the monster of Glamis for sure.
Okay, and then I will be the LP. Lizard person, not little person.
So
The Liz
please
Piz.
describe please describe your Johnny. Don't describe
My little Jonathan, he's a lizard person, which means he's about 8 feet tall. Typically they can shrink themselves if they choose, but this one does not.
He's not in his costume, in his human costume.
He is, but he's just a 7-foot human.
Okay.
Don't
forget that chin.
He's doing a real bad job hiding his lizard personness, because he still has a little bit of claws hanging out. His tail is hanging out the back of his right pant leg. And he just can't stop drooling because of his non-existent chin.
No, he has too big of a chin.
Oh, I mean, he can't stop drooling because of his chin is so big. It's so much work to move around.
It's all that
He's
inbreeding.
exhausted. He's got those big jaw muscles. Not just because he's a lizard, because his jaw takes a lot of momentum to move.
To turn your bones into paste. Do you remember in the Jack and the Beanstalk, he says, "I will grind the giant says, I will grind your bones into like bread or some shit like that." Does he say that? Am I crazy?
Freak. I was a James and the Giant Peach family, not a James and the Beanstalk or whatever.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you know what I said. Josh and the Beanstalk.
He says, "Fee fi fo fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman."
Does not rhyme.
Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread. That does not make sense.
I've made bread, but I don't think there are any bones in it.
This giant boy be making bone bread.
He's making bread at bone in.
Johnny Habsburg is inbred, but this giant man is bone bread.
Oops, all bones.
And please describe your health numbers and your attack die and your attribute, please.
Oh, you have that all pulled up, don't you?
Oh yeah, you want me to read it?
Yeah, I didn't pull it
So
up.
so Johnny Habsburg's health is 40. He's got a lot of health.
Yep.
His attack die is 20.
Yeah.
And his special attributes is they run the world +2 attack in crowded area.
Okay.
Fuck. So this guy is like fucking swanging. He's doing good. On the other hand, I have the Monster of Glams, also known as Glamis, which is a castle in Scotland. The Monster of Glams is a malformed young boy that turned into a malformed old boy. As he's another inbred. He's another inbred. Another bone bred.
Is
man.
that what he's talking about? He's putting his bones in the inbred?
You put your bones in the inbred?
The giant, not me.
No. No. I don't know what his... He's lonely up there. He might put his bone in an inbred. He's lonely up there in the cloud.
It's got to be a big inbred.
That boy live on a cloud in a castle and be making bread.
Yeah, I like the
Do you think a
peach
poop
more.
ever falls out of the sky and kills a person?
It's
like
called,
a little nugget
what do you,
of poop?
What do you think happened to the dinosaurs?
Oh, that's a meteorite. That's like Joe Dirt.
Yep, space peanut.
That's a space bone bread. So the Monster of Glams he's like a malformed frog boy almost.
Ooh, real jumpy.
Yeah, real jumpy. He lives in a secret like compartment in a castle in the castle of Glams, and his family kept him there for ages until I think he just died and became bones. Just a pile of bone bread. His health number is 20, very low. His attack die is 6, very low, and his special attributes is if any walls around, no damage or even numbers. David, what does that mean?
No damage on even numbers. So if I roll a 10,
Oh, okay. Okay, so if there's any walls around, there's no... Wait, I don't give damage on even numbers?
No, you don't take damage because you're hiding in the walls.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, phew. This actually might be more of a fair match if I could get enough evens on my side.
And it helps with not getting one-shotted again.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I can't get 20'd.
Yeah.
And I'm very jumpy. So, yeah, let's just get into it.
But wait, what was my buff if it's crowded?
+2 attack if crowded area.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
So
I can't if I get 21. No, I can't get 21.
Get 22.
Oh, 19. No, if you hit 19, that's 21, and I'll die.
21?
If you get 19, I die.
Okay.
Fuck. Wait, if you get... No, yeah. Yeah, if you get 19, I die. Fuck.
All right.
Anyway, roll where we're at.
We are
You have
going
to you have to be in a crowded area. You have to be in a crowded area. Or you don't get the +2.
Oh, boy. I got the +2.
Fuck you.
I rolled a 17, so we will be fighting at the Oregon Country Fair, which has woods and crowds.
And walls?
No, not really. They're like wood shacks. I wouldn't call those walls.
Can I get like half walls? Like can I get like 12 to 20 are walls? Like you roll a 12 or a 14 or a 16 or 18 or a 20?
We can't just be bending the rules like this.
Fine. Ugh, makes me sick to my stomach.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Roll to see who goes first.
Okay, roll your 20. Ready? 19.
13.
Boom. Not that it's going to help me.
All right.
Here we go.
I'll set it up. The scent of body odor fills the air as dust clouds the air as well. There's faint music with the voice of Jerry Garcia in the distance. Marijuana is everywhere. Acid is in the dirt. There's small children with their faces painted. There's high school teachers with their tits painted. But among the
Look
crowd,
like a sunflower.
but among the crowd, there is a curious alien trying to observe the human art form known as the Oregon Country Fair. Johnny Hansberg is very confused. Habsburg is very confused. As he sees all these people, he walks into a cloud of smoke and he starts to giggle a little bit and he gets really hungry. He's a little sleepy, but he's not too bad. And he's not sure if he's hallucinating, but he believes he sees someone with frog legs and a strange jaw.
As at the edge of the woods, the monster of Glamis, the crooked, hunched-over, frog-looking boy, ribbits and hips hops over to the edge. He looks into the crowd. Walls? 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 There's no walls.
Only wooks.
He's damn it! I was gonna bring up a
I'm
Wook reference
sorry.
later. You piece of shit. Anyway, I'll still bring it up. As he hops in, he sees another malformed man. Brother? But this is no brother. This is the Habsburg. As the Habsburg looks at him and gnashes its giant bottom jaw against his tiny little top teeth. It's time to fight. As the monster of Glam rears itself into fighting mode, it begins to hip and hop and jump over to the Johnny Habsburg as he quickly grabs a nice formed medieval weapon off of the
No.
What?
There's no medieval weapons there.
Really? It's not like a fucking
No, it's not a
Ren
Renaissance fair.
Okay. He quickly grabs a dream catcher from one of the booths as he slings it at Johnny Habsburg. It quickly becomes tangled in his feet as he trips over and smashes his head against the scrambler's barricaded line, causing a huge gash on his head, causing 5 damage.
Johnny stands up quickly. He looks around. He spots the little lizard boy. And he grabs one of the stilts off of one of the walking giant tree men. He rips it from the man's leg and bashes the frog boy over the head for 18 damage.
Okay. Okay. As the monster of Glamis looks around, he gets up from the
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
he gets up from the beer-stained grass as he looks around. Walls? Walls? He looks for a wall. There is no wall in sight. He's scared, but he still has a little fight in him. As he quickly hops over he hops over to you gotta help me. I've never been to the fucking Oregon Fair, man.
Bongo circle. Drum circle.
There we go. He quickly hops boing off a bongo as he flies through the air and with the might of his crooked malformed legs kicks the Habsburg, uppercutting him in his gigantic chin and knocking him back once again for 3 damage, bringing his health down to 32, and the monster of Glamis with 2 health left.
The lizard man wipes blood from his mouth, laughing at the little freak.
Did you roll an 18 in the first one, or did you roll a 16?
I rolled an 18 the first one.
I would be fucking dead already. You killed me.
What? Why?
Because you have +2
Oh,
in
yeah.
crowded areas.
Whoops. Well,
As Habsburg wakes up, he realizes that last attack was nothing but a dream. I'm fucking dead. Fuck you.
the trend of the
Fuck
one
this.
shots.
fuck this. The Monster of Glams. As we cut to a present day flashback, we see the Monster of Glams hallucinated that last attack as his brain matter spills out onto the nice green grass of the Oregon Fair. The people of the Oregon Fair quickly grab his corpse and dismantle his bones from his fleshy exterior, creating very cute but morbid hanging macrame from his carcass.
Oh boy.
There we go. He dead. Fuck. Damn it. He fucking dead.
Well, I mean, it's gonna, these first few rounds, well, not rounds, but parts of the first round, I think they're all gonna be pretty quick because it's like the top 4 against the bottom 4.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he was inevitably going to die.
Yeah. If it wasn't from natural causes, it was gonna be from blunt force trauma.
True.
All right.
Damn. All right, next fight.
Yeah, so we got the Invisible Dogs versus the Norse Troll. I will take the Norse Troll.
Thank you. I was gonna say I don't know them.
I think they're just big stupid trolls. What are their stats? You want to give me the stats for these guys?
The Norse Trolls, they have a health number of 20. They have an attack die of 20. Or not they, it's one Norse Troll.
Yes.
So a health number of 20, an attack die of 20, and a special attribute is stupid, no add-ons, critical misses on 5, 10, and 15. So like you said, they're a big stupid troll. Please describe this troll just a little bit if you can.
It's a troll.
I guess you know. Troll in the dungeon.
In the bathroom.
Oh, that's what he says?
I thought so.
Oh, I thought he says dungeon.
Maybe he does say dungeon. He's just in the bathroom.
I'm more of a Lord of the Rings guy than a Harry Potter guy. Not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying I saw him all once in theaters.
Okay, yeah, it is troll in the dungeon.
Okay. He said face on the back of my head. So, that guy really caught the shit end of that stick, huh?
Yeah.
He's like, God damn it, I could have been a millionaire.
I guess
They
for
killed me off.
Invisible Dogs, if you don't know, you should know. Go back and listen to every episode.
Yeah. So the Invisible Dogs, I think
Creation of our own.
It was in the Bell Witch episode. I don't remember which episode that is. It's probably just titled like Invisible Dogs because it was such a fucking joke. But it was in the Bell Witch episode. They are dogs that are invisible. They are a pack of 3 dogs that are completely invisible and they harm people. They do harm people.
Physical and emotional damage.
Oh, not the Invisible Dogs. Their health number is 30, so each one has 10 health. Their attack die is 6, and each of them rolls that 6, so 3 6s are rolled. And their special attribute is paranormal. So that depends on the level that we get. And David, would you like to roll our level for us?
Yes, one moment. Just taking the note for the health. All right. That was a 7. Oh, so they will be fighting at the Winchester Master House.
Mystery House.
Yeah, autocorrect to master.
Anyway, so
yes, and so that is paranormal +1 on your attack.
fuck yeah. Wait. +1 on all. So on all of my rolls, correct?
I guess
That's fair.
so. I guess so because I made that roll not thinking of like the packs, the mobs, but yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just like the Monster of Glamis. You didn't give me my walls, now I'm coming for you with my +1 attack.
Yep.
I want my walls. Okay. Let's roll to see who goes first. 2.
15.
Fuck. Okay. Would you like to set... Oh, I'll set the mystery house
you
up,
set
I
it
guess.
up.
Okay. We roll in off the coast of California. It's foggy as we roll over the hillsides of the coast. We pull up to a house, but this is no ordinary house. It is a mansion. As we go through the front door, we find another door, and another, and a staircase to another with nothing on the other side of that door. We are at the Winchester Mystery House, a maze made by a mad woman who believed that she was being haunted by ghosts. As we snake through the house, we find room after room after room, a confusing maze leading to nowhere. And then we open a door. On the other side, it's gigantic. What is that? Is this the dungeon or the bathroom? As we roll up upon, I should have introduced the dogs first.
Yeah,
but-
you didn't
Okay,
introduce the damn dogs.
I'm gonna go back for a second. Oh, then we go through door. Then we hear something. Pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. What is that? I don't know. What is that? I don't know. I can't see. Who are you talking to? Who are you? We are no one. It smells like wet dog. As a pack of invisible dogs runs rampant through the house. They burst open doors with their snouts as they look for food, chicken, hot dog. They smell something. They smell something delicious, something big. As one invisible dog throws its snout at the door, shooting the door open of the dungeon, of the bathroom. What? I don't know, but they find something, and it's big, all right.
Standing up from the toilet.
They got a toilet in the dungeon?
Well, I don't know. Is this a dungeon or is this a bathroom? I guess it's a little bit of both, huh?
Yeah, some say.
The troll looks around and says, "Oh, smells like a dog. Oh,
That's a good troll.
Can't see the dog. There must not be no dog, but I swear I smell the dog." I have the first attack, don't I? So
Yeah.
Quickly, the troll senses do not fail him, and he believes that there is a dog in front of him. He had heard the tours earlier about the hauntings, and so he believed that there were some invisible dogs in front of him. And so he grabs the toilet seat and rips the toilet seat off, throwing it like a frisbee at one of the invisible dogs, hitting the dog right in the throat as it ricochets and hits another one, killing one instantly and doing 1 damage to another with an 11.
Fuck me. Fuck. Fuck. One of the dogs goes flying against the wall,
Does he become visible when it dies?
exploding on impact. The room is covered in guts, but we can't see any of it. As the other two dogs growl, and as this one becomes the new alpha. You killed the alpha. This dog, it's mad as it quickly runs at the troll. It runs, snapping at its foot, catching just his ankle as it deals 3 damage, nipping at its ankle bone.
So a 2 plus 1?
Yes.
Okay.
Giving the troll 17 health left. As the other dog quickly begins to take advantage of the distracted troll, he runs up the side of the wall like Jet Li and quickly pounces off the wall, diving at the troll's gigantic, porous, disgusting nose as it bites into its bulbous facial feature, causing 6 damage.
Down to 11.
Bringing the troll down to 11 and the dogs to 19.
the the troll says, "Oh, damn invisible dogs got my nose. I'm having a hard time smelling them dogs." He reaches down at the strange, smelly, wet, invisible thing on the ground, which turns out to be the spine of the first deceased dog, winds it back like a javelin, hurls it in the direction, killing one of the dogs, piercing through it, hitting the other one for 18 damage, bringing the last dog to 1 health.
Fucking god damn it. As the dog plucks the spine from its chest, it has now become the lone alpha. As the other dog lays skewered on the floor, now just 2 spinal columns creating a cross. The dog, only with 1 health, limps its way towards the troll as it musters up some of its alpha last of its breed strength, running and diving at the crotch of the troll, ripping its testicles free from the disgusting beast as it deals 7 damage.
Whew.
Leaving it with only 4 left. Okay, so if you get a 5, 10, or 15, I still have a fighting chance.
Okay, that's fair.
No, don't roll it yet. Don't roll it yet. Give the setup first and then roll it, because I don't want to hear you fucking laugh.
I like to know what I'm dealing with.
No,
it's not funny. You've got 1 health. It's not funny.
It is funny. No. Ugh, fine.
The troll, trying to sniff but only getting blood down its throat, is enraged, reaching around, screaming, "You're them goddamn miserable dogs," and grabs the dog.
Oh.
What were the numbers you said?
5, 10, or 15.
The troll grabs the dog and tears it in half.
No! Fuck!
With a 16. So he
Fuck.
really shredded it.
Fuck.
That's a heartbreaker, man. I wanted the invisible dogs to win.
Fuck.
The good thing is like, you know, they're not all dead. Because we're surrounded by invisible dogs, whether we like it or not. Just because these 3 are dead does not mean they're all dead.
That's true. There's the pack lay back at the Bell Witch farm, and
That sucks.
And they will hear what the Norse troll fucking has done. This ballless piece of shit.
I really, really didn't want the fucking Norse troll to win. God damn it.
I'm genuinely upset.
Me too. This hurts more than Jeff.
Yeah. Fuck me.
Sucks. Fuck you, troll.
Fuck you. And it's dumb too.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. Okay. On to the next fight.
Yeah, we got Gumberoo versus the Yara My Yahoo.
So both of these are your monsters, so you're gonna have to probably describe both of them.
Okay.
And then you assign to me whoever you want me to be.
Okay. I'll just take the Gumberoo.
Okay.
Since he's an Oregon boy. The Gumberoo, who is honestly probably who I'll do a story about our first week back to the normal podcast, just because we never covered him and he's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He is a fearsome critter told by the lumberjacks of emerging America in the 19th and early 20th century, used to explain sudden forest fires. It is basically a big fat bear who doesn't have hair. He's very leathery, so he's invulnerable to bullets, rocks, arrows, and just anything shot at the beast, and the stuff would simply bounce off of him. And his main weakness is said to be fire, which doesn't really make sense why they blame him for forest fires if that's his one weakness.
Maybe shit ricochets off him, but he's still not to blame. He's still not to blame. It would be like the
true.
guy fucking shooting the bullet.
Yes, but he came
It's
to
a
me. He came to me in the shape of a beer can because Rogue Brewery makes a pretty good. I think it was a hazy IPA that is named after him and has a beautiful artwork of him. I'm actually wearing my Bat Squatch T-shirt right now, which is another one of their beers that they have 3 beers named after 3 Oregon monsters, and all 3 actually are appearing in this bracket.
The last one's Colossal Claude.
Yep.
So.
And Basquatch, yeah. So, yeah, that's him. And then the Yara Mayahu.
Oh, wait. Which means the Gumberoo's health is 40, and his attack die is 12. So he has a lot of health. He has medium attack, and his special attribute is when around fire, he has -5 health from the get-go.
Yeah.
Takes woods add-ons. I don't know what that means. Takes woods add-ons.
So if it's on a map that has, like +1 attack for being in the woods.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So, yeah, his one weakness is fire. He's not a very aggressive thing, I don't believe. It's said that he's always hungry and devours anything it can find that looks like food.
Okay. And the
Yaramayahu, they are the Australian little monsters who they resemble little red frog-like men with very big heads, large mouths, with no teeth and suckers at the ends of their hands and feet. If I remember correctly, I think they're the ones that would like snatch people up and turn them into.
Yeah, they would swallow you whole. They swallow like babies and
they go for children.
Whole.
Yeah. They like to trick kids into walking under trees and they jump off on them.
Yeah, they're little frog boys. They're like Donnie from Wild Thornberrys in frog form.
Exactly. And so, yeah, I believe this is another mob one where you're going to have 3 of them, correct?
Nope. 1.
Really?
Yep, I'm fucked. My health number is 20, and my attack die is 12, and my special attribute is also fucking wood. So if I get a special attribute, that thing also gets a special attribute. My only saving grace is if we land in a fire area, which will bring your health down to 35 instead of 40.
Yeah. So, I thought I made them a mob. Okay.
No, they're just 1.
So we will be fighting 16, which is the Suicide Forest in Japan.
Okay, so we both have the woods attribute.
We both have +1 on our attack.
Does Logan Paul get to help me?
If you choose him to. But yeah, so for the Suicide Forest, it is woods and paranormal get +1 attack, which for both of us we get +1.
Okay, +1 attack. Yep. Cool.
You want to set it up?
Yeah, and I'll try to be as PC as I can. There's dead bodies everywhere.
Littered. The ground's littered. The trees are littered.
As a YouTuber walks into the forest, he films all of them and
don't forget about his hat.
He's wearing a alien from Toy Story hat.
I thought it was a Pikachu hat. Now that you said alien, I think you're right. It was alien.
It's the claw. Yeah, and as he scans the forest, he films a dead body as he's about to make it his thumbnail. Quickly, he hears something behind him. What is that? He quickly turns around as he looks, as there's nothing behind him. What is that? He looks up in the tree. There it is. It's a Yara Hee-hoo. As this little red frog man looks down back at him. He leaps down and tries to fit the young man into his. Ooh, this is getting sexy. But it is no child as the man
honk.
As he quickly throws him off, as the Yarani Yee-hoo flies through the forest and lands in some brush, but he hears something behind him. Sorry. The Yarana Hee-hoo, after landing in the brush, lands, but hears something behind him.
Coming through the woods, there's something with an insatiable hunger. And no, it's not a YouTuber looking for more views and more money. It is the Gumberoo, walking on all fours, sniffing the ground, looking for something unspoiled to eat. It makes eye contact with the Yara Mayahu. Wait, did we roll to see who goes first?
No, we didn't roll. We have to roll right now. Ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
4.
Fucking 1.
Oh. I'm rolling a 20, right? No, 12.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm rolling a 20.
No, I'm rolling a 12.
Oh, I think you meant for your
attack.
turn. Oh,
No,
okay,
for attack.
Yeah, 12.
The Gumberoo looks at the little monster and thinks, that could be a tasty snack. It takes a bite, doing 12 damage.
Leaving the Yara Nehihu with 8 health left.
I'm on fire tonight with my rolls.
The Yara Nehihu with
Yara
no,
Ma Yahoo.
You spelled it Yara Na on there. Yara Ma Yahoo. Yara Ma Yahoo, now with a missing left arm, sucks his way back up into the tree. As he crawls up there, he looks down at the beast and he tries to figure out his next move. As he quickly jumps down. Here we go. Landing on the back of the bear, he reaches down with his mouth and begins to suck. What is he doing? All of a sudden, the bear's anus prolapses, causing 12 damage. What?
Is that +1 or?
Yes, that's +1. 12 damage as his pink sock falls to the forest floor, getting covered in sticky bush thorns.
Pine needles and shit. God damn it.
Dropping the Gumberoo's health down to 30...
28.
28.
The Gumberoo screams as its anus is dragging around on the ground. The Gumberoo does a quick spin, hitting the Yaramayahu with his prolapsed anus, doing 6 damage.
Oh no! Dropping the Yaramayahu's health down to 2. There's no fucking way I'm out of this. After getting hit with the wet pink sock, the Yaramahu realizes that he needs to attack, and he needs to attack big. But he swings with his arm, but he doesn't realize it's his missing arm as he falls forward, smacking the side of the Gumberoo with just the side of his head, causing only 5 damage, dropping the Gumberoo's health down to 23.
The Gumberoo, standing on its hind legs, licks its chops as it falls forward, swallowing the Yaramayahu whole, belching, sucking his prolapsed anus back into his body. Continuing to walk down the path, he stumbles upon a shaggy, blonde-haired hunk with a video camera and devours him whole.
Click for the fucking subscribe. Fuck, what do they say? Smash that like button.
Smash that like button. Hit that bell so you know when I'm uploading.
Well, you know I'm uploading out of this prolapse anus. Downloading, uploading, doesn't matter. And that is it for the Yaramayahu. I am 0 for 3 in I'm just full of losses. That's all I do tonight is just lose and lose and lose.
Putting the L in Alex.
Yeah, that's me. Maybe I'll turn the tides this next fight. As we jump to the next fight, which is the Hammer from 13 Ghosts versus the Kasha. Now, both of these are my monsters, actually.
Yes. So you may pick who you'd like.
So I am going to pick the Hammer, of course, because he is my favorite and the scariest motherfucker on this earth.
That's what I figured. So you're going to have to give me a good explanation of the Kasha because I kind of forget which one that is.
Yes, so I'll get into the Hammer first. So the Hammer is a character from the famous 2000 fucking like
Four?
Really?
2000
somethings horror film that was based off of like the 1940 or 60 horror film 13 Ghosts. The Hammer was a black gentleman who lived in, I actually watched this on the special features behind the scenes when I was younger, and I was like, whoa. But basically, he was a black gentleman that lived in the Old West, and he worked on the railroads as he drove spikes into the ground. He came home one day to find out that some racist pieces of shit had like killed his wife and kid because of some reason. I forgot what happened.
2001.
He became enraged and like killed all these people in the town, maybe even the whole town, because they killed his wife, and he used his hammer to like bash in everyone's skulls. When they finally caught him, as his punishment, they killed him by like tying him to like a piece of wood and driving a bunch of railroad spikes in him until he died. So
he's a beefcake.
He's a beefcake. He's a big, beefy dude with railroad spikes hanging out of him. Now he lives in this giant glass house with 12 other ghosts, and he's fucking mad. He has a big-ass hammer, and he's a scary-looking bitch. His health number is 30. His attack die is 20. I don't know why we made his health number 30. Maybe we could say it's because he already has nails sticking out of him. So, he's not as strong as, the Juggernaut or anything, but he's still pretty strong. And his special attribute is paranormal. So
I'm on 13ghost.fandom.com/wiki/thehammer. It gives him a little bio. It says family, his wife deceased, 2 unknown children deceased, romance his wife, friends the other ghosts, enemies living people. Status deceased ghost. First appearance 13 ghosts. Last appearance 13 ghosts. Very informative.
Oh god, I love it. Is he gonna make another? No, second appearance, last appearance. The Monsters of the Camp Mash.
Yeah, I need to edit this page.
You gonna win? You gonna win it all?
Where's the edit button?
So next he is fighting the Kasha. The Kasha is, I think, like Japanese for like fire cat or something like that. It might be like roughly translate to fire cat. It is a Japanese yokai / demon that basically disguises itself as a cat and then basically turns into a bigger cat. Oh, it translates to fire cart, I believe. Fire cart. And I don't know why it's called a fire cart, because it is a cat. But it becomes like a man-like cat, like a cat the size of a man. And it's most known for jumping down during funerals and stealing bodies from caskets and then like going home and like using them as puppets or some shit like that.
It's kind of sad, 'cause I feel like these two would be friends actually.
Yeah, they'd kill it, literally,
Yeah.
But the Kasha, I think he does have some fire like abilities, like because he is called the fire cart, so he does like, he's kind of like a fiery cat, but more cat than fire. His health number is 30, just like the hammer. And his attack die is 12, unlike the hammer. So he
what's my health?
Your health is 30, and your attack die is 12, and your special attribute is fire.
Okay.
So roll to see where we are.
Where did I put my twags? Oh god, I almost lost it. We are at 14, which is we are at Dagobah.
What's that? Oh, fucking Star Wars?
Yeah.
Wait.
So that's water / swamp creatures get +1 attack. So that doesn't help us.
Oh, okay. So no one gets anything in there.
Yep.
Okay.
No
Well,
handouts.
okay, well, I guess let's get into this. As you guys know, I will be the hammer. Jamie will be
Stop
Kasha.
yawning.
Dude, I'm fucking tired.
I rolled an 8.
Oh, shit. I rolled a fucking 2.
Jesus, man. What's you need? Your dice are loaded in the wrong direction.
No. Fuck. Okay. I guess I'll describe. No, you describe Dagobah. I fucking
Okay.
haven't seen Star Wars in so long. And you're going first, so fuck it.
A blanket of mist covers the water as strange frogs jump in and out, swimming, living their peaceful lives. There's a strange man who almost looks like a frog, cackling, floating rocks, doing flips, speaking gibberish. Whoa!
Oh, is he one of the Among Us?
Monsters fighting here, there will. The Kesha eating a frog.
Kasha.
Kesha is there.
Feeling
and
like
she's,
P. Diddy.
She, after her whole dispute of labels and records and stuff, she went to hiding at the Dagobah system. And she sees this fiery cat man looking for corpses to steal. He sees the small frog man. He's not quite dead. He almost looks dead, so he leaves him alone. He sees Kesha's career, gobbles that up real quick. But he's sitting by
We
the
just
water.
lost all of our Kesha fans. Fuck.
Well, we lost all of our Chance the Rapper fans, apparently, so whatever.
You won't let that go.
The fire cat sits by the water, staring off into the distance. He sees a man?
This hulking beast of a man walks through the swamp, dragging his spiked feet through the sludge and slime. The man, bleeding out of the holes in his skin, is covered with railroad spikes sticking out of every which way of his flesh. He walks through, looking for any human to kill. Doesn't matter. He looks over at the small frog man. No, that's not a human. I can't fucking kill that. He looks over at Kesha as he smashes her head in with the hammer. She was a human. What? Oh, that was too far. Okay, we killed Kesha. Sorry.
I don't know, I feel bad for her, but continue.
She talk about a hangover. Fucking, that's what you get for brushing your teeth with whiskey. As he looks over at the Kasha, he notices that this cat human looks more human than cat, which means only one thing: it must die. As now the Kasha.
That's my attack.
Kasha, yeah. Kasha's go.
Kasha looks at the hulking man and says, "Tick-tock, it's time to fight."
And then the hammer goes, "Have you seen my wife and kids?"
The cat man leaps into the air, kicking the massive man with a swift triple kick with his cat feet, doing 12 damage.
Are you fucking serious? I'm
Yeah.
gonna triple fucking kick you in the fucking head. Bringing the hammer's health down to 18. I'm pissed, bitch. Bringing the hammer's health down to 18. As the hammer recoils from the kick, he notices that one of the spikes went a little bit deep into his brain. Oh, it hurt. It hurt. The hammer slightly pulls it back out as he grips his blood-stained and whiskey-stained hammer in his hand even tighter as he begins to run through the swamp towards the man-cat. He runs at the cat as right before he hits The Kasha doesn't see him pull out a spike from his abdomen as he quickly places it in front of the hammer blow right before it lands on the Kasha, driving the spike deep into the Kasha's shoulder, causing 13 damage.
Ooh.
Bringing
so I'm down
the
to
Kasha's
17 or 18.
Yeah, bringing the Kasha's health down to 17 and the hammers to 18.
The Kasha, the Kasha never really being hit like that before. Slightly confused, quickly takes a swipe at the massive man, only doing 1 damage.
Bringing his health down to 17, matching their health exactly.
Tie game.
The hammer looks in what?
One of my mustache hairs got caught in the beer tab.
I think I heard that.
It was loud. I fucking hate when that happens.
As the hammer touches his face, he doesn't recognize the tiny scratch amongst his already blood-ridden face. He's a man who lives in constant pain. This is nothing. The hammer steps back and examines the Kasha one more time, a railroad spike hanging out of his shoulder. As he stares at the Kasha, he realizes that he's dizzy and falls back in the swamp as a splash of water flies from his splash, landing right in the Kasha's eye, causing 1 damage.
Wow.
Dropping the Kasha
what
down
a round.
I know, dropping the Kasha down to 16 and the hammer to 17. Oh my fucking god. I thought that was my fucking chance.
The Kasha, laughing at the man's foolish attempt to make a strike, thinks that maybe he just got 1 good hit in and decides to take another swipe at him, only doing 4 damage.
Okay. Bringing the hammer's health down to 13 and the Kasha at 16. The hammer taking the cat scratch, the human hand cat scratch
fever, baby,
through the water, knowing that it slowed it down just a slight bit, only causing 4 damage, quickly bursts out of the water like the scariest fucking thing you've ever seen. It's mad and it wants to end things, finish things. It hates cats now. He's always been a dog guy. And as he begins to once again run at the Kasha. As he runs at the cat, he quickly takes the hammer and smashes the cat in its weird leg that kind of like bends forward. You know how a cat leg look?
It's almost backwards.
Yeah, exactly. In its backward leg, causing the knee to hyperextend, causing 9 damage on the Kasha, dropping its health down to 7 as the Kasha falls back, not being able to pounce just as easily anymore.
Stunned by the attack, it realized that he is actually facing a formidable foe. He tries to leap into the air again for a fatal blow, but slips a little bit because of his injury, only doing 9 damage on 1 kick.
Shit. That's not good. Dropping
Tied up
me
at
down.
7.
No. Oh,
Wait, did I do the math wrong?
I had 13 and you have 7.
Oh, okay.
So I have 4 health now.
I think I mixed up the calculators there for a second.
As the hammer takes another blow to the face, this time it knocked out a few teeth with a kick to its face.
Ghostly face.
Ghostly face. It's mad, but now it really wants to end things, not only for himself, but for his wife and kids.
Goddamn family man.
As the Hammer thinks of his wife and kids, his muscles begin to fill up with more blood.
Oh yeah.
So much.
How much blood?
So much blood in his muscles.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So much blood in his muscles that he begins to pulsate as he flexes, becoming becoming a grenade in himself as shrapnel railroad spikes fly out of his bulging muscles, flying into the Kasha as the railroad as 18 railroad spikes land into the Kasha from head to foot, causing 18 damage and killing the Kasha instantly.
Good.
Boom. I got a win, and my hammer made it. I'm a hammer guy. I needed that.
I also just didn't want to continue with Kasha.
No. I mean, I'm just the hammer's my guy.
There you go. You got your guy.
That's going to be the hardest death for me. And he almost just died. No, I don't think so. I think Gef was so hard.
That was a hard one. There's gonna be one really hard one for many of us.
Oh yeah. Skinwalker. The next round is Skinwalker. Next fight is Skinwalkers versus Sandown Clown. I will be Sandown Clown.
And I will say I will throw out that I apologize for the typo on the bracket because I believed it was sand space down, but it's one word.
It is one word.
Yeah. So I know there's probably multiple typos, but that is one that I will point out and say that I'm a big stinky dumb diaper head.
Okay, well, you want to explain your Skinwalker?
Oh yeah. I mean, you know what a fucking skinwalker is. If you're listening to this podcast, you know what a skinwalker is. It's a Navajo monster who shapeshifts and can it's almost like a werewolf, right? That can turn into anything. It's like in its natural form, it's kind of like a werewolf.
I believe it's like a Native American shaman that can shapeshift into. I think it's most known to like shapeshift into like a wolf, but it can shapeshift into like different creatures.
Or and it can imitate people's voices and call for help, or like a crying baby or small child screaming that's lost.
Shaman tings.
Yeah, it's you think about your local shaman and like what type of tricks he would pull on you. That's what this thing does, but it kills. It kills.
Oh, did you like your chalky milk? Just kidding. It was a cup of ayahuasca.
Jesus Christ. You want to give me the stats real quick on
shaman pranks?
Shaman pranks. Hashtag shaman pranks.
I put you in a perpetual state of fear in LSD. So Skinwalker, their
is that
health,
a 40-20?
It is a health number of 40 and attack die of 20. Their special attribute is even numbers +2, but odd numbers are -2. Okay.
Oh, that's going to be a nightmare to try to juggle while I'm doing this. Okay.
No, that's fine. I think we could do that. But damn, that is a powerful guy, and he's fighting a not very powerful guy, as the Sandown Clown is a robot alien clown from space that landed on the shores of Sandown, which is like on the East Coast. I forget exactly where, maybe like Massachusetts somewhere, I forget. But a very sleepy town. He landed. He encountered 2 children. He has a space house / spaceship that's like all chrome and shit. And he speaks through like a speak and spell kind of. He's very friendly and's never hurt anybody, which makes sense because his health number is 20 and his attack die is 6, and his special attribute is rolls a 3. He rolls twice from stun. Oh, so if he rolls a 3, he stuns and he's able to roll again. So he uses his speak and spell, the noises from his speak and spell to stun people. So that's not an actual lore thing, but we created that. And so if he rolls a 3, I get to go again.
Okay.
So if I keep rolling 3s, I'm just gonna bash your fucking head in.
Are you there right now? Say yes.
Yes.
Okay. I lost you for like 15 seconds there, and you came back and your voice is a little muffled. I just want to make sure there's not like a weird delay right now.
Your voice is muffled now too, but I think you got the gist of what was going on, right? Clown from space, very docile.
Yes.
If I roll a 3, I stun you. You get it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I was rolling for our location, and I basically rolled the places we've been already this episode in reverse order, which was very frustrating. So I just kept rolling because I don't want to redo those. And then I landed on what I think might be a fan favorite or a fan least favorite. We are at location 8, which, if you do not remember, that would be a busy Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh.
All even numbers. Critically injure a child. There's no penalty. They just have to live with it.
Okay, I guess we're back at the Chuck.
Charles Entertainment Cheese.
Okay, well, we're back here. Let's see what happens.
Roll to see who goes first.
Yep. Fucking 2.
18.
Dude. Ugh.
You want to paint the picture? I think I painted the picture last time, so you can take a crack at it.
Okay. As we walk through the double doors of the Chuck E. Cheese, we look down at the carpet as these weird astral planets cover the Milky Way-like carpet. Speaking of milky, there are milky stains all over the place, all over the carpet. Not, David, not that kind of milky, just like just weird milky stains.
I don't know how else to interpret that, but okay.
Milk, you fucking asshole. Cheese. Okay, why is your shirt up?
'Cause it's hot. I'm sweating.
So he walks in. As we walk in, we look over to the ball pit. Out of the ball pit emerges a funny clown with a speaking spell. He starts performing for the children.
This seems like a great place, honestly, for Sandown Clown.
You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. But if your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, and they all go, more, more, more. And he goes, domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. And they go, more, more, more. And he sings Tears of a Clown. And I got a lot of them. Anyway, out from the kitchen, a very angry, elderly man. He's the head chef, but he also moonlights. And by moonlighting, I mean what you think I mean. He moonlights as a shaman.
Oh.
And he steps out of the kitchen. He fucking hates all of those songs.
Out of his mouth, the voice of a small child just cries out, "No more songs, you stupid robot. Someone help me so this robot will stop."
The robot looks at him and goes, I am not a robot. I am a clown.
And the skinwalker says, "Oh yeah, bitch, clown on this." What was my thing? It was on evens, it's plus, and odds, it's negative, or
Even it's +2, odds it's -2.
and he grabs the pizza cutter, the ever so famous pizza cutter, slings it, hitting the Sandown Clown for 10 damage.
That's 10.
What was your health?
20.
Oof.
As the Sandown Clown looks down at his chest, he finds a circular blade lodged into his circuit board as he begins to spark.
Oh wait, sorry. And through the sparks, a small child's eye was burned.
Horribly.
Horribly, but not fatally.
Nick Fury shit.
It honestly, it's only going to give him points in the future. It's a good thing for him.
He looks down at the child. He goes, "That looks painful. This, not so painful. I am a robot, but I think I am hurt." As he pulls the blade out from his chest wound. He quickly grabs his speak and spell as he looks at the Chuck E. Cheese worker / skinwalker / shaman and screams into the speak and spell as the skinwalker covers his ears, causing 3 damage. So, brings the skinwalker down to 37, and as the skinwalker grabs his ears, he becomes dizzy and he's disoriented,
that's
and he
right. I forgot about
doesn't
this.
know what's going on as the Sandown clown finds an opportunity to strike once more
There it is.
as he grabs his speak and spell once again. This time, one of the batteries kind of fell out, so he screams, only notching the volume up to 1 as he causes 1 damage, puncturing just slightly in his eardrum, bringing the skinwalker down to 36.
The skinwalker, plugging his ears, howls like a wolf, and in the middle of his howl, it turns into the voice of a lost old man saying, "Oh, will somebody help me, please?" and launches into the air, striking the robot for what was it? Striking the robot for 4 damage.
What else happened? Bringing the Sandown clown's health to 6.
Yeah.
What else happened with my 4 damage?
Oh, it's confusing with the math.
Wait, did you roll a 2?
No, I rolled no, fuck, what did I roll? Now I'm confused. This math shit's confusing as fuck. I'm gonna redo that. That was it was a 3. It was a 3, so 1 damage.
Okay, so I have 9 health.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was a 3. So no child is hurt in this round.
No.
Okay. So he screamed, "I need help," as he hit me? Is that what he did?
All he knows how to do is, like, I feel like the skinwalker doesn't know how to talk unless he's trying to trick something into falling for him.
Okay. The Sandown clown looks down at the skinwalker and he goes, "I have never been hit by an old man before." He's kind of channeling his inner C-3PO.
Of course.
The Sandown clown quickly grabs the skinwalker's arm and begins to twist. As he twists, the skinwalker is panicking. Oh my god, what is he doing? As he quickly turns the skinwalker's arm into a balloon animal dog, dealing 5 damage, as the skinwalker's health drops down from 36 to 31, as his arm becomes a meaty dog-like balloon animal.
The skinwalker with his balloon animal arm says, with a childlike voice, "Someone help me."
That's all he does. All he does is ask for help, and then he hurts people.
And he grabs the
That's all he's done.
He grabs the Sandown clown, tears his head clean off, throws it across the room. Throws it across the room as it ricochets, bouncing off 9 different children's heads, giving them all not fatal, but concussions.
So what? Oh, so it was a 16
18.
plus 2.
It's an 18 plus 2.
Oh, so it was a 20.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow. As the Sandown clown's head smashes off the children and falls to the floor. It rolls along the floor as it looks and goes, I was just learning how to love. Wait, what's that milky stain on the carpet?
It's still wet.
as the glow in its eyes slowly fades. Aw, Sandown.
More like sad down.
Yeah, he dead. Oh man. Hey, he had a good fight in there. He got some good hits. He got his all I could ask for was a stun, and I got my stun, which I really appreciated. So, I'll take it.
Yeah. So
Okay.
the next we got the Fouke monster. Fouke.
The
Fouke.
Fouke.
Fouke monster.
Fouke monster. Fouke monster.
Fouke monster and Hans van Trata,
Yes. Jaw.
aka Hans Trapp.
So Hans Trapp is a German Christmas scarecrow that kidnaps bad children. And what more can we say? It's the most German thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I think it also walks around with like a switch and like beats the shit out of kids with like a whip or a switch or something like that.
Yeah.
His health number is 20 and his attack die is 12. His special attribute is children. It just says children bonus or children. So he likes children. Not in a weird way, just in a...
He would have been good at Chuck E. Cheese, I guess.
Yeah, he would have killed it there, literally.
So the Fouke monster is also known as the Boggy Creek monster. He's basically like a Bigfoot of the swamp. What are the stats on these guys?
The Fouke monster has a health number of 30 and an attack die of 12, which is the same as Hans, and his special attribute is swamp.
Okay.
So they're pretty close. It's just Fouke monster has 10 more health than Hans. So
Hans is 20.
Yeah, Hans is 20.
Okay.
Okay, let's see where they're fighting.
We are fighting at Sleepy Hollow. Woods and Paranormal get +1 attack.
It doesn't really help either one of us, huh? There's children in that town,
yeah.
correct?
We're in the woods, bitch.
Children in the woods. You ever see Real Riding Hood? You ever read that?
No.
It's good.
Well, if you know so much about it, you want to do the intro?
No, Sleepy Hollow is not Little Red Riding Hood. It's I'm just saying children are in the woods sometimes. It's actually the Headless Horseman, motherfucker. Okay.
Yep.
Ichabod
No, I knew
Crane. Yeah. Okay. Let's see who rolls to go first. Let's see who goes first. 6.
15.
I really can't catch a break on this shit.
No, not your night.
Sure, I'll go first. In the town of Sleepy Hollow, there have been a string of murders. Murders that end with the decapitation every time. A local doctor, I believe, and investigator, Ichabod Crane, is on the case as he walks deep into the woods of the murky and foggy forest. As he walks through the fog, the dense fog, the cold bites at the back of his neck. He feels like he is being watched. As he quickly turns, he sees something, but it's not moving. It's a scarecrow. A scarecrow in the forest? But why? What is it protecting? As he looks at this creature, it all of a sudden twinkles in its eye as it hops down and goes, "Is it Christmas or is it just me? I am Hans Trapp." He's German.
That's why I wanted you to do this.
Ichabod, gravely scared of what he's seen, runs behind a tree and cowers as the creature did not necessarily see him, but only heard something. As it slowly looks over at the tree to where Ichabod is, he begins to slowly approach. And just as he's approaching, he hears leaves crunching behind him. Donkey Kong.
The Fouke monster emerges from the bushes, sniffing around looking for some fucking food.
The fuck monster.
The Fouke monster sees a scarecrow, looks it dead in the eyes, and says, grab... Oh, wait, I'm rolling a 12, right?
I like how you broke characters so quick. Yes, you're rolling a 12.
Grabs a large rock, slings it at the scarecrow, doing 11 damage.
As the scarecrow's leg turns into nothing but
Hay.
hay. Yeah, I can remember what a scarecrow is made out of. Hay and candy canes. He looks down and goes, 9! Me leg! Lucky's I got another one right here. As he hobbles over to the Fouke monster. He quickly, from behind him, rips a branch off the tree as he strips it of all of its leaves, creating the longest switch you've ever seen in your life. He in a moment grabs another branch and swings around a tree as the Fouke monster loses him for just a moment. As the Fouke monster looks around, all of a sudden, the Hans Trapp is behind him as he kneels the Fouke monster over and begins spanking him with the switch 11 times, causing 11 damage, dropping the Fouke monster's health down to 19. And Hans Trapp with 9.
Wait, what?
Hans Trapp has 9 health left.
No, you have 19.
No, I had 20 health.
Oh, I thought you had 30.
You have 30 health.
I thought we both did. My bad.
No.
Quickly turning around, getting up from the lap of the scarecrow deviant, the Fouke monster says, "Ooh!" and slaps him defiantly, doing 3 damage.
Dropping Hans Trapp's health down to just 6. Did you slap me? I do not take kindly to slaps. Only strudel and big steins of beer and candy canes and presents and murdering children in my big Christmas sack.
You're what now?
As the scarecrow recoils from the giant hand slap, it turns back, spotting its giant sack in the back of the woods where he left it.
Did you give him the goat? Sack in the back?
He quickly hobbles over to his sack, reaching in. He pulls out a scythe, a tool known mostly associated mostly with the Grim Reaper and farming. He pulls out the scythe and faces the Fouke monster. As he slashes at the Fouke monster, he only catches it just on the Fouke monster turns, catching it just on the back through his thick hair, causing 5 damage, dropping the Fouke monster down to 14 health as Hans Trapp stands there with only 6 left. 6 health.
The Fouke monster screams one more time. Oh! As he grabs Hans, lifts him over his head, slams him on the ground, starts ripping him apart, hay flying everywhere as he's screaming. Oh! Oh!
Nine!
Hay litters the field as Hans screams his last, possibly racist word in German as the life fades away from his Christmas body.
As the music comes in. Do 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 do. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the one I used
Fuck
to
Monster
know.
keeps throwing things in the air like a gorilla with leaves.
David was doing that. You guys couldn't see him, but he was dancing to the music, as we say. It's a good like pan out, you know. Like it's a very. It's
He's
like
jumping up and down, throwing stuff above his head.
only
both
if
hands.
only if we could do a pan out, and he was in the window of like the McAllister house doing that beneath it, like by a Christmas tree, because it would look like you just ripping open a present or something, you know.
Oh yeah.
Just really paint the picture. A little snow falling outside. That's it for Hans. Hans is dead.
Hans is dosed.
Fuck. I thought
The fuck monster lives on.
I thought he was gonna make it. He didn't make it. Oh man. Yep, I lost that one. Shit. Okay. Well, let's move on to the next fight then.
Dibs on Mothman. because I don't want...
excuse me? Hey, Mothman. Welcome to the
Hey, what's up, Mothman?
Welcome to Virginia, Point Pleasant. It's pleasant here.
I don't want to try to say this name, which also, when I Googled it, it's different from what you told me.
Ashinagatenaga.
Yeah, there's like a commonly used like one word for that.
What?
Yeah, when you Google it, it gets rid of the and it makes it just one. The both names
Oh,
one
what
word.
the fuck?
Yeah. So it's call it whatever the fuck you want at this point, but
Ashinagatenaga. Oh no. I put these guys to win, but I realized it's the wrong yokai I was thinking of. Oh my god. Okay, let me just describe these guys. So Ashinaga and Tenaga are basically, one of them has long arms and short legs, and one of them has long legs and short arms, and the one with long arms just piggybacks on the one with long legs, so they become one person that has long legs and long arms, but they're really just two people piggybacking on each other.
yeah,
Oh my god, that's so fucking weird.
you picked it.
Oh, I know I did. But I thought they were different. I don't know what they do. I forgot what they do. Let me see.
Well, yeah. What stats do we have here?
Okay, so their stats are very low. Health number 10. Health number they each have
20.
10. So 20. They each have 10, and their attack die is 6 and 6. So we roll 2 6s, and their special attribute is paranormal.
Okay.
I just want to see what they do really quick. They grab fish from the river.
Yo, that's scary though.
Yeah, they work as
Because
a
I
team
try to go
catch
fishing,
fish.
and I don't catch anything. They do it with their hands. That's cool.
Yeah. The pair is commonly described as people from two countries: the long-legged country and the long-armed country. What? So yeah, I guess the one with the long legs stands in the river, and then the one with the long arms reaches in and grabs the fish.
They don't need waiters, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, it says that they wade out into the... Oh my god, that's so funny. All they fucking do is grab fish.
So if my memory is correct, the Mothman is 40 health, 12 die.
The Mothman is 40 health, 12 die. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, 12 attack.
What are my bonuses though?
Flight.
Okay. Well, that is not going to help me because
Damn.
I rolled.
I wish
What?
I didn't pick these motherfuckers. I can't
What were your benefits? Paranormal?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, neither one of us are gonna get much help here.
Okay.
Maybe I'll do one more roll. Just to spice it up a little bit, you know?
Only if it's beneficial to me.
So we are going to be fighting at Jared Leto's cult camp.
That's an island. They have fish.
That doesn't help you.
Just saying.
All right, fine. You get +1 on your attack.
Cool, because of fish.
Because it's been kind of a bloodbath today. It hasn't been very. We haven't had a clawed Puckwudgie match yet.
Yeah, I feel like this one was heavy with the very weak versus the very strong.
Yeah, it's only gonna get better, but yeah, we're gonna have some of those.
I got my hammer win. That's all I care about, honestly. I'm fine with it. I can't believe I fucking chose these guys. I thought they were different yokai.
You know, sometimes Duke plays Montana State in the NCAA basketball tournament, and that's just what it is.
What was that football team called? Like it was like Mountain something, and they beat Michigan. It was Mountain something. Do you remember that? Like
no.
It was like 10 years ago.
I mean, any team can win any game.
And they were
but typically that doesn't really work.
They were a warm up game to get like Michigan pumped up for like it was like a preseason to preseason. They got fucking beat by this team. It was like Michigan versus like Mountain something. It was like East Mountain College or something like that. It was fucking crazy. They were like a D division school. Do you remember this at all?
No, but there was the UMBC Retrievers, which was the University of Maryland, Baltimore County, who their mascot was like a yellow lab, and I think they made it to like the Sweet 16 or something like that one year, which was like a huge thing. I believe they beat like UNC or Duke.
Oh, it was Appalachian State. Which Appalachian is a mountain. That's why I called it that. So Appalachian State beat Michigan.
Yeah.
In 2007. Oh my God. Wow. How do I remember that? Sorry, I totally wasn't even listening to you.
Oh, there was the one year the University of Maryland, Baltimore County took down Virginia in the first round, which Virginia was like a heavy favorite, #1 seed, I think, or something like that.
Wow.
And I think they won like 2 or 3 games in the tournament. But yeah, that was one of the better stories in the past few years because it was a team no one's ever fucking heard of. Their colors were like yellow and brown.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well,
so any team can anybody can win any game.
As Ashinaga Appalachian Tanaga steps into the ring. Threw a little Appalachian in there, you know.
Do you want to paint the picture?
I forgot where we are. No, you do the cult camp. Oh wait, who's attacking first? Ready? 17.
19.
Fuck off. God damn it.
My 20 die is just horny tonight. I don't know what to tell you. What was that Jared Leto song?
Go break me down.
Keep going.
Bury me.
Loads of teenage women jump off the bus, excited to see their favorite Joker, the Mad Clown King himself. Jared Leto takes the stage. He grabs the mic, looking all coy, looking around, looking at all these women. And with one quick sentence, he stuns the crowd as he says, "It's Morbin time." And as he says that, massive wings spread behind him and take flight as the Mothman starts to circle the crowd. All of these young, naive women are very confused, but still, even if there is a mythical moth monster circling them in the sky, they can't take their eyes off of Morbius.
Off Mr. Morb himself.
Because it's Morbin time. The Mothman continues to circle, looking for maybe one prey. But maybe he spots 2.
Nope.
What?
No, just kidding. Yep. But it doesn't matter. Because the prey that the Mothman seeks is actually a predator looking down at the real prey as a fish swims in the water.
What type of fish is it?
It's a carp. So they're actually helping out the
Those
ecosystem.
things are
'Cause,
nasty.
yeah, no one likes carp. So they're helpers. They're good guys. So the Ashinagatenaga sits, both of them, one sits on the other one's back as it stands in the wake of the ocean, looking down at the ocean carp? Is that a thing?
No.
Okay. It's a shark. As it looks down at the shark in the river.
Ocean carp are a thing, I think. Actually.
Okay, it's a carp again. So it looks down at the carp, grabbing the carp, lifting it out of the water, and taking a big old bite. As it hears something behind him, it drops the carp and turns around. It's a Mothman. Holy shit. David?
It's a 12, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Swooping down on the two very curious looking enemies, the Mothman swipes with his large talons,
Yeah, I'll say
doing 7 damage.
that. As they both still stand, one with 10 health, the other just with 3.
One stands.
The one stands, the other one holds on. As the Ashinagatenaga falls back into the water, they quickly get back up to one of their feet as they stand in the ocean, looking up at the Mothman as it circles them. My toilet begins to make a noise in the background because I think there's something wrong with it.
Toilets aren't supposed to make sounds.
It just started doing it recently. As
we can talk about that later. I know a fixed toilets.
as the Mothman swoops by again just to take a better look, maybe even take a bite out of the carp, the Ashinagatenaga knows it's time to strike. As the one with the long arms on the back quickly lifts up and smacks and pokes the Mothman in his big moth eye, causing 3 damage.
You know, one of them's gonna die, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Dropping
have
its
that-
health down to 37.
Okay. As long as you have that planned.
As the other one with the long legs sees the poked eye, he knows it's time to pounce, as he quickly kicks his foot up in the ocean and what is that? Oh my god, it's a shark! As he kicks the shark up at the Mothman, biting into his haunches, causing 5 damage, dropping the Mothman's health down to 32.
The Mothman, kicking off the shark, swoops once more, talons razor sharp, landing a blow for 8 damage.
Oh no.
So one of them's dead.
As the Tenaga falls off the Ashinaga, and the Ashinaga takes 5 damage, the Ashinaga looks down at his floating long-armed friend in the water. My friend! He still has a little bit of health left. Just a morsel of health as he sits just below the water looking up at his friend, drowning. As the Ashinaga reaches down to pull him out of the water, he realizes his arms are too short and that he cannot reach him. No! He watches as his friend drowns an inch below
don't
the
break our heart.
drowns just below the water. He mouths the words, "I'm sorry."
So wait, which one's still alive? Legs or arms?
Arms is drowning under inches away from the surface.
He can't do a handstand?
He has a morsel of health left.
Okay. 2 more.
Morsel. Just a morsel. Yeah. The Ashinaga is so angry you made him watch his friend die. He looks up at the Mothman and kicks his friend's corpse at the Mothman, causing 5 damage as the long the long limpy corpse of the man hits the moth like a sack of bricks. Like I said, causing 5 damage and dropping the Mothman's health down to 27.
The Mothman circles around once more, taking its final look at its prey, swooping down with iron, strong wings, deciding that the talons don't need to get more blood on them, swoops down and takes a slice with those wings, killing the monster with 11 damage.
Oh. A pair of legs stand in the ocean. No top half.
The Mothman flies back to stage with Jared, lands with Jared. Jared pets him and says, "You're just as damaged as me." And Jared climbs on the back of the Mothman as they fly around in the air, dropping all sorts of hallucinogenics on the crowd, and they have a great night because it's weird shit going on in that place.
But then they hear something. Just below the water, as the half-tenaga stares at its legs protruding above the water, just inches below the water, you can hear something. Bury me, bury me. I am finished. As he drowns.
Blub, 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 blub.
Yeah, there we go. He just wants to be buried. Just bury him.
Is that too much to ask?
Yeah, come on. I always feel bad in movies when they just have to leave the body wherever they are.
Everybody deserves a burial. Right?
Every girl deserves to go to a ball. But no, I'd probably be cremated. I don't know. There's gonna be.
Sorry, what was that?
I'll probably be cremated.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Everybody should be cremated. There's so many graveyards that would just be fantastic golf courses.
I don't want to make my family show up to this fucking large piece of grass to pretend to have a picnic with me. I mean, it's very nice.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna make a big old cool list where I want my ashes spread. So someone has to take a very long trip to cool places just to throw my fucking ashes all over the place.
Yeah, just think of me. I'm not gonna give you a chore to come visit me. I just think of me. That's fine.
I'm gonna force you to go on a vacay. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Okay, so this is our last fight of the night. As we have the Jackal from 13 Ghosts fighting the Melon Heads.
I can take the Melon Heads if you'd like.
No, I'm taking the Melon Heads.
Okay, then I will be the Jackal.
The Jackal is your beast. That is your.
That's true.
That's the one that you chose from 13 Ghosts.
All right, let's. His name is Ryan Kuhn.
What?
Yeah, the Jackal's name is Ryan Kuhn.
It sounds like he's Japanese or something.
Nah, you got
Ryan is his. Oh, Ryan.
Ryan.
Oh, I thought it was like Ryan Kuhn. And I was like
Ryan the Lion.
Okay.
Ryan Kuhn. Like John Kuhn, fullback for the Green Bay Packers, Super Bowl champion.
Okay.
Nickname, the Jackal. Occupation, ghost.
Hey,
family.
It doesn't pay much, but it's an honest living.
Family, unnamed prostitute mother. Friends. Friends, you want to take a swing at friends?
Prostitute mother.
The other ghosts.
That's right,
enemies. Right. Enemies. You want to take a swing?
Humankind.
Living people.
Yeah, there we go.
Status, deceased, ghost. First appearance, 13 ghosts. Last appearance, 13
Monsters
ghosts.
That can't match.
Until now.
He's
born
back.
to a prostitute at some point in the year 1887. Ryan Kuhn grew up to develop a sick and uncontrollable taste for women. As a result, he became a wild and cunning sexual predator. attacking, raping, and murdering strays and prostitutes in the dead of night like a wild animal.
Oh, you would choose him.
Don't remember that.
I don't think they really went into the backstory. Oh, I did talk about it.
Seeking treatment, Ryan committed himself to Bourneswood Asylum, where he eventually went insane. You'd think that step would come before checking in. He scratched at his ceiling wall so violently that his fingernails were torn completely off, making his hands claw-like. That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't. What is this? Bone claws?
He just got bones.
Bone hands. Probably makes some mean bread dough.
When Ryan attacked a nurse, the doctors decided to put him in a straitjacket and tighten it. Whenever Ryan acted out, contorting his limbs horribly. However, Ryan gnawed through it, so the doctors locked Ryan's head in a cage type helmet, and locked him in the dark basement cell where he grew to hate any human contact and would cower and scream madly whenever approached. When a fire broke out the asylum while everybody else escaped, Ryan chose to stay behind and meet his deserved fate, and he apparently died from the fire. Who knows?
Yeah, Ryan chose to. Bullshit, they left him there. Like, they're like, Ryan's like, hey, can I get out of here? And they're like, no, we're leaving you. He's like, I want to stay. I didn't even want to go.
But yeah, following his death, his spirit remained bound to Earth. And that's when he got captured by Cyrus Kritikos.
Ugh.
And that's how he got their trivia. There's a lot of trivia.
Yeah, it's okay. My melon heads aren't as exciting.
Hey, I've got a really good trivia point right here.
What?
If one looks closely at his face, the jackal appears to have multiple teeth in his mouth.
No fucking way. I thought he was a one-tooth Joe.
Just one plank of wood sitting in there.
One big tooth eating an apple. He's like a big baby. Oh my god. Good for him. You know, it's the little accomplishments that really, make it. I have more than one tooth. Congrats, Ryan. Fucking get back.
Round of applause for Mr. Coon.
Now get back in your hole and put your cage on.
But yeah, so he is a ghost with some wild stringy hair. He's got a metal box around his head that has been broken open around the face, and he has a straitjacket that ain't so tight no mo.
Yeah,
he's got some real bone fingers.
Yeah, he's pretty scary. No, aren't his arms stuck in that? Oh no, his arms are out of the straitjacket. Like he's still wearing it, but yeah, he could move his arms. All right, cool. Okay, and health number and attack.
That's for you to tell me.
His health
little baby boy.
His health is 30.
Okay.
His attack is 20, plus a tooth.
Plus one tooth, yeah.
And his special attribute is paranormal. And which just said his special attribute is paranoia, which that might be it too. So I have the melon heads, and the melon heads are let's not get ourselves. We'll call them what they are. They're hydrocephalic head baby things from like this creepy asylum that like this mad scientist did experiments on, and now they broke out of the asylum in like the East Coast, and they live in the woods, and they attack people, and they're just like little naked big-headed baby thing creatures.
So you would say they have scientific properties to them, correct?
I would say so. They have some kind of experiment going on.
That is perfect. Thank you for that. Because I rolled where we're fighting. So continue unless you're done.
Is it against me?
Oh, it's for you.
Okay, good. Yeah, I would say since they have they've been experimented on, it's like it's like Wolverine. Like he's got some scientific shit going on. All the X-Men, right? No, some are born with it. Some are born with it.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Adamantium. Is it adamantium or Maybelline? So his health numbers, their health numbers are 30, so each of them has 10, and their attack die is 6, again, times 3.
Oh, you're going to fuck me up, I think. I think
No.
the Jackal's toast.
No.
Yeah.
Special attributes, they do not take... Oh, what? They do not take any locational defaults.
Okay, but only you benefit still.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right.
Are you ready to hear where we're fighting?
Yeah.
We are going to be fighting on the set of Young Sheldon. If
Big
any
brain
monster,
boys.
if any monster has any scientific properties, they gain +2 on attack. You're gonna rock you. The Jackal's done for.
No, we don't know that yet. And plus, these guys are big brains, so they're gonna get all the jokes in the show.
I mean, that's a minimum of 9 points around if you're alive.
Wow, I guess you're right. Okay, let's see. Roll to go first. Ready? Oh, 5.
1.
Oh no.
You want to
Okay.
end us with the setup?
Yep, here we go. As I wish I knew any of the fucking people in that show. I really.
I mean, there's Young Sheldon.
As young Sheldon walks through a flimsy door and slams it behind him, he goes, "Well, I guess it turns out that atoms are a name as well." So stupid.
Oh, but I would honestly put money that was a joke in the show.
Atom is a name as well. The whole fucking crowd dies laughing, smashing their heads into the fucking banisters. They're dying from laughter. As one guy looks over and goes at another laughing woman, and he goes, "Why are you laughing? You probably don't even get it." But at the back of the audience, the ones laughing the hardest have the biggest heads, as 3 melon heads quickly run down to the set as that was the final joke of the episode, and they want autographs. They quickly run down, jump over the barricade, and run up to young Sheldon. As they flock for autographs. But from the audience, they hear something else as they turn.
The lights start to flicker as the sound of chains rattle and echo through the sound set. A PA runs around trying to figure out what's going on because he knows how to fix everything. As his body explodes into bits and the Jackal comes flying through, cackling, swinging his arms around. He sees young Sheldon. He's hungry. He wants to eat that young boy. But the melon heads step in front, ready to attack.
As the first one looks at the Jackal, he quickly runs, but not very fast, as right before he reaches the Jackal, he trips and just smashes his fist into the Jackal's foot, causing 3 damage. So it was a 1 plus 2. The Jackal, only partially hurt, drops down to 27 health. The second one, he feels like it's his time to shine. He sees the lights. He sees young Sheldon watching him. He's going to prove that he's better than his brother, as he rolls a 3, which becomes a 5, as he grabs a microscope from the set and hucks it at the man, rattling the cage which his head is in. As, like I said, he causes 5 damage, dropping him down to 22 health. The third one, he thinks he's the funniest. He's the smartest of the 3. It's his turn to fight. As he runs and does the exact same damage as his brother, as he lands a 5, as he picks up some sort of acid beaker. I was gonna say hydrochloric acid. I don't even know if that burns. He grabs an acid beaker from the set and splashes it on the man's genitals.
What is with you and attacking my dick?
He's a rapist.
That's true.
So he's
Burn it off.
dropping his 22 health down to
17.
17.
What's my attacking? Is it 20 die?
Yeah, 20 die.
Okay. The jackal flies backwards and then flies forward, attacking one of the melon heads, doing 8 damage.
Dropping their collective health down to 22.
Well, one of them down to 2.
One of them down to the other one. Yeah, at 10. The melon heads, the crowd laughs as the melon head falls to the floor. They're really mad now. They think it's part of the bit. They think it's Sheldon's brothers because they all have such big brains, and they're all ugly as fuck. I don't know if the kid's ugly. That's mean. The 2 health melon head runs at the jackal, and with rolling a 2, it becomes a 4 as he grabs his burnt off genital and hucks it at him as it lands in the cage, slapping against his face, dropping his health down to 13. The second melon head runs over, rolling a 4, which becomes a 6. I know. Grabbing the cage and slamming it against a Bunsen burner till the whole cage begins to heat up, burning the jackal, dropping his health down to 7. The third melon head rolls up, rolling a 2, which becomes a 4, dropping the health down to 3 as he spins around. He spins around, grabbing the calculator from Sheldon's pocket, turning it upside down and hitting 80085 and showing it to the jackal. He becomes furious as he can't have those boobs. as his blood pressure spikes, dropping his health, because high blood pressure is not good for you, dropping his health down to just 3.
The jackal, looking at the melon heads, seeing all 3 of them, staring him down, saying, he flies towards them in a rage, swinging his bone fingers, slicing the 2, killing it, and injuring... Oh, wait. Killing another one... and doing 2 damage to the other.
Wait, how much was it? I had 22
Oh,
health.
no. 15.
Holy shit. So 7 left.
Yeah.
1 melon head stands with... Oh, fuck. I'm actually really nervous now.
I have 3 health. You're good.
I have 1 6 die. Oh, I have a
Yeah,
plus
but if
2.
you roll 1, that's... I'm dead.
Oh.
Spoiler alert. Do the math.
Well, I think you're really fucked because I just rolled a 6.
Oh.
As the melon head turns around, looks at his 2 brothers, and which becomes an 8. Turns around, looks at his 2 dead brothers as he quickly he begins to cry, but he can't cry. He has to fight. He looks above his 2 brothers as young Sheldon stands there. Young Sheldon, I need your help. He goes and me as he grabs young Sheldon, and young Sheldon goes, no problem. As he holds young Sheldon by the feet, one hand on the feet, another on his chest, holding him out head first like a shotgun. He cocks the young Sheldon's arm back as the young Sheldon opens up his mouth. All of a sudden, one word flies out.
There it is. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Bazinga! Yes! As it rips the head, the caged head off the Jackal, flying across the studio, landing in a child's lap. The child begins to laugh hysterically. Ha 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 ha. Her father looks down at her. Why are you laughing? You don't even get it. As the laugh track rolls in and credits roll on screen as the Jackal dies.
The whole time in the back of my mind, I was like, if I win, I'm gonna drop a bazinga. So I'm glad you did that. I didn't have. There was no moment I had any like doubts. I'm just glad it happened.
Oh yeah, you knew the bazinga was coming.
Well, sorry, Andrew, your bracket's toast.
What happened?
My brother-in-law Andrew had the Jackal winning it all.
Oh no! I mean, he was really close.
Yeah.
The Jackal is a formidable foe.
It's true. I think that is our first like big upset.
Yeah, that's a pretty big upset. Because he's fucking scary, man.
The stars aligned for them. I mean, if we were not on the set of Young Sheldon,
yeah,
no way, Jose.
No, yeah, I think they would have been toast. But all's well that ends well.
Yeah.
So the Melon heads move on. Damn, that would be a fucking upset if they won it all. Jeez, I'd be so mad.
They just get Young Sheldon set every time.
I had the Jackal winning. I had the Jackal going pretty far. The Young Sheldon set every time. Okay, well I think that wraps up our fight for the night. So the winners tonight are Johnny Habsburg beating the Monster of Glamis. The Norse troll beating the invisible dogs. That's fucked up. The Gumberoo beating the Nama Yahoo. The Hammer beating the Kasha. The Skinwalker beating the Sandown clown. The Fouke monster beating Hans Trapp, the Scarecrow. Mothman beating Ashinagatenaga. And the Melon heads beating the Jackal. Wow.
Incredible.
Pretty crazy.
It's what we're here for, folks.
Yeah. I had some pretty big defeats tonight. I mean, personally, I died a lot. But I got my hammer win. That was good. I like that. But, some other stuff didn't really work out for me. And that's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. So that's that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in once again. We really pulled an all-nighter for this one. It's midnight now. Thank you guys for listening. We love doing this bracket for you. We love when you listen and love it as well. I think we're just going to wrap it up now because we are tired and we got a lot more fights to be going on in these next couple of weeks. So we got more talking to do. We should tease the next fight really quick, just as a fun little I closed my thing. Fun little thing. We have. Oh, okay, here we go. We have Siren Head versus Gary the Doll. We have the Walgren Lake Monster versus Datsuba and Kaneo, who I thought that's who the fucking guys were. We have the guys, the long arm and long legs. I thought it was Datsuba and Kaneo. That's why I voted for them. I fucked up. Yeah. Next, we have the Monkey Man of India versus the Blue Man of Minch. We have the Slit Mouth Woman Monster versus the Kanaki Gigi. We have Krampus versus the Sharaim, the Butthole Ghost. We have LeBron the Leprechaun versus Mongolian Deathworm. We have the Minotaur versus the Tofu Kaza. And we have the Yewei, the yellow-eyed winged entity, versus the spring-heeled Jack. So that is next round 1C, as David likes to call it. And that will be coming out next Friday. So tune in to see who moves on to the next round of that. And it'll be a good one again. So stay tuned. And David, do you have anything to say before we... I would say we'll plug all this stuff really quick. Go to our Instagram at Camp Strange Podcast on Instagram to see some pics and you could email us or DM us or whatever you want. And, find, rate, review, subscribe to our podcast, and find it wherever you listen to podcasts. You're listening to it. You get it. Yeah. And, David, do you have anything to say before we officially head out? Oh, and if you want to send us an email, send it to campstrangepodcast@gmail.com. David, take it away.
Rest in peace to all of our fallen monsters today. We lost some good ones. They're all good. It hurts to see any of them die, but...
I love an upset and I hate an upset,
Yeah, that's just the game.
Yeah. And I guess don't forget to stay strange.